January 11th today, 2022, and we are at our last days of work. All of us, MJ, Wayward Wanderer, Living with Little K, and me, are all done with jobs today. And what that means is we're heading down to Arizona right away to RTR, and I cannot wait to get down there. We are taking a lot of detours. We are stopping at the sand dunes in Colorado to go sledding, which is going to be super fun. Never been to the sand dunes at all ever in my life. And then from the sand dunes, we are going to go to Four Corners, and then from Four Corners, we are going to go to the Grand Canyon, and from the Grand Canyon to Phoenix, from Phoenix to Quartzsite. So we have 5 places to stop along the way. But the reason why I'm starting the video now instead of later when I'm done with work is that I just wanted to update everybody that Living with Little K has been having some serious problems with this car today. It didn't start the other day, and it won't continue to idle. It'll like die out, and we just replaced the alternator and the battery not too long ago. So and by not too long ago, I mean the battery a couple of days ago and the alternator within a month ago. And he just put a brand new alternator in it today again. Hopefully that works. And he's testing the battery to make sure the battery doesn't have any dead cells. But if those aren't the problem, we could be in for a really long trip with a lot of headaches. Or maybe he doesn't end up coming, and that would really suck too. I don't want to leave him behind, so we got to figure out whatever we got to figure out to make sure he comes along with us.
I feel like it is always when you are getting ready to do something big, everything kind of feels like it happens at once. I had to get an oil change. That was just inevitable. Little K's truck was having problems this morning, but he luckily got that fixed. Well, other than my sunglasses shattering, we're all set, or at least I am. I got the oil changed in my car. I got like half a tank, so we'll fill that up before we leave. And then we're on our way to Arizona. Hopefully, when we get down there, I can use my printer and maybe make a little extra money. So we don't get down there and we're just super stressed about not having a job, not having any kind of money coming in. But the main thing is just really enjoying RTR, learning everything we can, and being part of the community. Can't wait.
MJ, you ready to be on the road soon?
Yeah.
Me too, I'm excited. The van looks very good. I came out here and did the windows, tires, and everything. Went around with the wax and touched it all up, did the grill and all that. Just kind of spotted cleaning it all up. Yeah. So we're right down the street from our meeting spot, which is the Maverick gas station. And we're gonna stop and grab a quick bite at Wendys. Hello! Wayward!
I just got to tell you your tire's looking a little low.
No, I just filled it up. I just put them all matching at 35. That's what they're supposed to be at. Come here. Come on.
All right.
That's what they say on the door. They say between 14 and 75.
I'd say with the weight you got in the back,
Come on.
That's more or less for the empty weight. I'd recommend tossing like an extra 10 psi in each. You get better gas mileage too.
Think so? I just had 40 in each of them. MJ, it's cold. Yeah, we're trying to get out of this. It's like 23 degrees here. Looks like that air's free. The rigs are still looking clean. How are the rigs running? Rigs running well?
Oh, yeah.
Well, through the mountains? Oh, heck yeah. Yeah. Well, we've been driving for about 2 hours now, and I'm not sure what's going on here. But anyway, we're just about 40 minutes outside of where we're supposed to be, and we are on the highway going about anywhere from 35 to 45, 50 miles an hour because we have Living with Little K with the trailer and then the skoolie in front. But the skoolie's actually doing better than the Living with Little K in his Nissan because he just looks like he has more weight and pulling the whole trailer and his 2 bikes and all that. But I'm not gonna film too much tonight. You really can't see anything, and we're really in these beautiful mountains. I wish I could show you. Like, I know I can't justify any of it because it's too dark out. So we're gonna get to our boondock spot for the night, our BLM land. We are going to Russell Lake, Colorado, and I'll have more about the address tomorrow morning, but it's going to be late. It's already 9:30 now, so it's gonna be about 10 o'clock when we're getting in, and I don't think I'll film too much. But let's get there. Wednesday morning. I'm freezing. I'm in my car. Got kicked out of the van right when I woke up because Yeti had to go to the bathroom. So he's in there using that. Sorry if the camera is shaky. I'm shivering. So cold. Can't wait to be out of this cold. I don't like this. I'm not too thrilled about not having a bathroom in our rig that is more private. Yeti was nice enough to start my car and have that warm up a little bit, but my car takes forever to warm up. But we are at a wildlife area parking lot that we slept in last night. We made it pretty close to the sand dunes. Actually, we're all the way down by the sand dunes. We're going to go do that today. The sunrise was absolutely beautiful along the mountain range today, as you saw. I am so cold. But what made today all the much better is there's bathrooms right by us, and you know, it's kind of cold, but they're open. Want to know how I know that? Tried opening it, and I opened it on some guy that I didn't even realize was here. I didn't see his car or anything. I just opened it, and he was like, hey, you're gonna get a little bit longer. And I'm like, whoa, okay. I didn't see anything or anything like that. I wasn't paying attention enough. I just heard him, and I was like, oh, sorry. Close the door for him. You know, if you're going to have doors here, make sure that they lock, because I went into the other bathroom and it still didn't lock. So. Look at this big piece of hair. No, not a hair. It was fuzz. It was like hair, the string hanging in my, look, my hair. Anyway.
Hey, Tucker.
So we are at Russell Lake right now. This is the BLM we stayed at last night. It is actually super beautiful, right, guys?
Super beautiful, super cold.
We got the whole squad.
Yeah, I like it.
Wayward Wanderer, Living with Little K. Welcome, welcome. Finally actually get to see you. You know, saw you a little bit at the gas station, but now we actually get to talk. It was pretty busy in the city. All the cars just zooming by you. But it's beautiful out here. It's so cold though. It's at least like, it's probably like 9 degrees. It is freezing. There is a little pond, or like creek, and Wayward Wanderer's dog Tucker decided to take a freaking accidental dip in the little drink over there, about 1.5 feet deep, and got himself soaked. And now he is all freezing. He's running constantly to stay warm. And Jordy looks like he has some diarrhea problems and has it all over his fur, which is unfortunate.
Yeah, Really pooped on him.
Oh. Oh.
I feel bad because I can't give him the bath.
Oh, I got pup wipes.
The water's too cold.
Pup wipes, you want some? Sure. There you go, buddy. And then there's MJ, who is too cold to do anything and is practically at a steady sprint back to the van. Right, MJ?
Someone knows.
What's up, dude? Back into the vehicles with heaters on.
Back to the sand dude. I'll take the heater.
My nose. My nose.
Oh, you hear that stutter?
A little bit, yeah.
It stuttered like it didn't want to start for a second there. It's like, oh no. This is our last morning waking up in Colorado's freezing cold conditions. And I don't know if you guys can tell by my voice, but I actually have a cold, and it's because I'm living in the cold! It's 8 degrees. 8 degrees! I'm dying out here, alright? I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Straight to Arizona 70. Get me out of here. The last little Colorado creature we get to see. There is a full-blown owl in the tree. And I didn't even mean for that to rhyme. Alright? He's huge. Look at him turn his head. Whew. Hi, Mr. Owl. I have not seen an owl alive and that close in many a years, mister. You are a beautiful creature. Look at you. Wow.
This morning, Yeti asked me if I wanted breakfast. I said no. I wasn't hungry then. Well, now I'm hungry. It's the breakfast of champions. You got your sweet, you got your salty, you got your cheesy. That's all the food groups, right?
So we are making a pit stop at this point of interest on the side of the street in Colorado on our way out to the sand dunes. And this point of interest is the Great Sand Dunes National Park Preserve. It's kind of just a little plaque kind of giving you more. The Great Sand Dunes awaits you. The east entrance to the Great Sand Dunes National Park and Preserve is about 20 miles ahead. The visitor center is open daily 9 to 4:30 p.m. with longer hours in summer. Rangers interactive exhibits and an introductory movie are available to introduce you to the park's many features. The national park is preserved open 24 hours a day throughout the year. The visitor center is closed winter holidays. Call that number. And Plateland Flats Campground is open year-round with restrooms, fire gates, picnic tables, and drinking water available. 2 other campgrounds in Neighborly, both open springs through fall. Great Sand Dunes Oasis. And there are some photos with the little ponds that are included, and some pretty wicked looking things I see out in the sand dunes. This looks very cool.
That's a sand wheelchair.
It's a sand wheel. It's a sand chair. Heck yeah, sand dunes.
Oh yeah. Heck yeah.
This is a cool little pull off. saw it. We got close enough to it where I saw what it was, and it's a complete Egypt sand desert that's just collected sand from all of the neighboring mountains blowing wind into this one area. But right now we're climbing this mountain to go to a waterfall that is right down the street from the sand dunes and is free. So we're gonna check this out instead because we don't want to spend money like that. We're not trying to do that. It's also very cold, so we knew that we wouldn't be spending a lot of time there anyway. And yeah, so right now we're just heading up this mountain that's right next to the sand dunes. We'll probably be able to see it from the top of where we're going. And we're hitting this cool waterfall with a lot of, it's gonna be frozen, so it's gonna be pretty cool videos and pictures and whatnot. So yeah, Wayward Wanderer is leading the way right now. We've had a bit of communication dilemmas between all of us where what the plans are what, so we got to stay on top of making sure we're all on the same page, because when it comes to traveling with multiple nomads, you all have different plans and you all want to do different things, but it's important to make sure everybody feels valued and everybody feels that they're doing what they want to do along the trip that they're all volunteering to take together. So yeah, right now we're just getting to this parking lot though, to the waterfall, and it looks like we can't go any farther with the vehicles, and it's called the Zapata Waterfalls, or Zapata Falls. So let's go check out the Zapata Falls, Colorado, 2022.
Okay, the story of Zapata Falls. Beginning about 2 million years ago, alpine glaciers inched down the steep slopes of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains. The wooded ridge to your right is a moraine, a huge rock pile deposited thousands of years ago by a glacier. Water flowing from the glacier and snow fields in the valley above found a weak spot near the end of this moraine. For thousands of years, water has carved its path here, forming Zapata Falls.
Nice.
Don't take the plunge at Zapata Falls.
Wait, what?
Please use extreme caution when hiking or wading through around the base of Zapata Falls, and bringing some of the water is cold. The current may be strong, the rocks are slippery. In winter, climbing to the base of the falls is switch proposition. The water creek freezes into a sheet of ice blanketed by snow. Beware, as the ice may not be thick enough to support your weight. There is no view of the falls from above. Trying to climb the rocky walls is dangerous to you and the people below you. Your presence may also disturb the black swifts that nest in the canyon. The falls and the 628 acres surrounding them are state trust lands owned by the Colorado State Land Board and are also a designated Colorado natural area. They are cooperatively managed with the Bureau of Land Management.
We are walking around the falls right now. This would all be under, I'm assuming, a waterfall. It's very slippery. Let's check this out. Baby, wait! Wait for me! Look at this tree, everybody. This is like right when you walk in. This tree is wicked. It's got like some serious knobs. And it's huge. Like, this is my hand. And that's like, I can't even hear. I'll just, there's my hand to this tree. Bop, zop, wop. This is huge. Oh, this is tight. There is still water running underneath this. There's still water running underneath this. I can see it. Got my hand. drink it, can't you? It's glacier water. It's glacier water. You should be able to drink that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna drink it with you. Oh. He almost went in because he slipped forward in. Whoop, and almost just tipped in. The fountain of youth is real.
You have died of dysentery. He's got to lay on your belly and leave it frozen cold.
Don't fall in. Oh, that's so cool.
I want to swim in this. Baby, what are you doing?
I'm using the collapsible cup that he got for Sophie.
For Christmas. All right, I'm gonna hold you. No, you don't fall in. It's not very deep, but it's obviously frozen cold. So she's gonna rinse out the sand that was in there, and she's gonna get some fresh drinking water.
Look how clear that is.
Look at how clear that is.
Not a speck of.
You should honestly go right where it's flowing. That'd be the best. The most pure. Drink it. Drink it.
Pretty good.
Tastes so different. It's not like any water I've ever had. Thanks for bringing us here, Wayward. That was a good ass tip.
Yeah, buddy.
This is, okay, so check this out. This is an ice cave. I'm about to crawl in it. It's completely frozen underneath. Yeah, I'll go wide angle for you.
Is it cold?
Oh, yeah.
The water's moving right there underneath my hands.
It was solid. I slid all the way in there.
I'm gonna go in there. I'm just scared to, kinda. Cause I'm like, if I fall in right there,
I was like, huh, this could be my last day.
I'm too fat. I'll break all the beautiful ice. You've completely crawled in there.
I have.
You've crawled in there much more than I did. I was much more terrified. You're pretty ballsy. I was pretty scared to crawl in there.
I went spelunking, which is cave crawling, down in Georgia with Girl Scouts, and I had so much fun. I actually do like crawling into those small spaces. We are wearing the right clothing.
With all the needles. Is it warm in there?
Yeah, it's actually not too bad. I'm comfortable.
Leaving Zapata Falls right now, and it was a pretty good experience overall. That was free, completely free. Nobody was there, and that's awesome because it's also BLM land down here, and you can camp about a half mile from the falls for absolutely free. So that's pretty awesome, and I really enjoy places like that. And it was really cool. I like it when it's something so beautiful and you just kind of take it all in. Wayward! What's the word, Wayward? Been driving through the mountains for about an hour now, and it's just so beautiful. It's just really, really cool to be down in the center of the canyon, and we've been driving like this for about an hour, and we're gonna continue to drive like this for the next like 2 hours. So it's just, what a view, what an amazing view that's breathtaking. It's constant. Wow, there's a motorcycler out right now in 40-degree weather. But anyway, it's been very, very nice. We've been around alongside this river, and it's all frozen, half frozen, so you can see the water, and when you get a high pass above it and you get a spot that you can see a lot more, you can see for miles, and it's really, really cool. So just kind of trying to capture it the best I can. About to head inside a tunnel here, which is really, really cool. I love tunnels inside mountains. It's one of my favorite things to do for driving wise. Always one of the most scenic things. We're in the mountains now because look at how tall the snow wall is right next to us. That is at least 4 or 5 feet tall of snow. That's 4 or 5 feet of snow. And we're driving alongside of it like they've carved it out just for the road. But man, oh man, your car would be buried in. Look at how deep that is. Holy smokes. No, thank you.
So we're just going through the mountains, and it's you know, pretty steep, and we're coming across a ski lodge here. You know, maybe you saw that, maybe you didn't, but sun. So we were on our way, headed pretty fast. I guess we must have been going too fast for the rest of them, living a little K and Wayward Wanderer. We lost them, but we did pull off at this really cool spot that's like still very snowy, still very cold, but it's a Native American trading post, and it just looked super cool. I was like, yo, we gotta pull off at this just cause. So now we're just gonna wait here and wait for Living with Little K and Wayward Wanderer to catch back up. This place looks very, very cool, but it's also closed. It's kind of like an abandoned little trading post center. Very, very cool. said, when you want things to go well and smooth, everything happens.